Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato. This is Democracy 3. We are, of course, playing with the brand new DLC that has just been released. It is Electioneering, of course, and we are playing as Brexit Britain, a United Kingdom that is currently in the process of leaving or has left the European Union. Alrighty, let's see what we can try and do today. We ideally want to get rid of our 3 remaining red bubbles. I don't know if it's quite going to be possible. Uncompetitive economy is always a really difficult, habit to kick. It's just really tough. Alcohol consumption is good. I'm kind of glad that we got rid of the alcohol abuse modifier as well. That was costing us quite dearly. The black market is costing us quite a lot here, primarily due to the income tax being super duper high, but we're scaling that back now because, of course, we have to, because it was in our manifesto pledge, and it's a good thing that we're doing that because it's going to mean that, we're going to scale back the black market, I guess, which is kind of nice. So there you go. There you go. We need to raise productivity in order to cure this uncompetitive economy. Boost our GDP a little bit as well, if we can raise productivity. But raising productivity has always been really hard to do. I mean, unemployment, it's pretty low. It's pretty low, to be honest. It's pretty low. Our GDP is one of the only things that's holding our unemployment back. And I honestly think that this is only going to get better as time goes on. Because as you can see, the global economy is really starting to come to life. And if we can see the global economy continue to rise, then I have no doubt that our GDP is going to continue to rise too. But we'll have to wait and see. Let's go to the next turn. Is there anything that we really want to spend our political capital on right now? We could probably spend it on something. Maybe a little something here and there. Wouldn't go super amiss. Nothing super. I'm not that bothered about anything, to be honest. Maybe bus subsidies, reduce unemployment a little bit, make capitalists a little bit unhappy. Yeah, I mean, this goes towards solving the asthma epidemic, I suppose, because it reduces car usage. It's not exactly a great. It doesn't translate directly into the asthma epidemic, but indirectly it sort of works. So hey ho, that's something. Keep the country tidy campaign. That's kind of cool. I guess we can get some more transport policies, clean fuel subsidy. We'll get that. Fund that to the max. Look, we got shit tons of money. We are paying down our debt, so we can't exactly spend all of the surplus that we've got going on, but we can spend a lot of it. Yeah, a 36 billion surplus is not bad. I would ideally maybe like a little bit more, but I can't complain. If I was making 36 billion pounds per quarter, then hell yeah, sign me up. I am right on this train all the way to the next station, actually. But unfortunately, that's not the reality. We are going to overrun our political capital. Who's letting us down? We should probably go for a reshuffle. Let's just go for a reshuffle. Fuck it. Reshuffle, hire everybody else. Honestly, I'm completely fine hiring socialists. That is absolutely a-okay. I don't really care. Religious self-employed. Yeah, I would rather not hire capitalists. Capitalists are always just really difficult to come to grips with. Farmers and parents, well, yeah, that's great. That's great. Parents and patriots, sure. Let's pick all the people that represent categories that really don't matter to us. That works too. Retired motorist, why not? Why not? And you can be a trade unionist and a patriot. That must be very difficult. Well, I suppose that's not difficult to do, actually, being a trade unionist and a patriot. I imagine there is some conflictions, but I imagine there's some conflictions with a lot of groups. Black market is going to end, and we're going to get 19 billion when that ends. Holy shit, that's fucking crazy. costing us 19 billion. It's primarily costing us because the income tax is, we're losing 1% on income tax, and I'd imagine that's 1% of income tax, roughly. That's just a guess, though. That's just a guess. Uncompetitive economy, we need to really try and kick this. It's kind of difficult to kick, though, unfortunately. Legal drug consumption. Oh, yeah, I remember. We introduced that. That's, okay, I guess. It's not actually a huge problem for us. As crazy as it sounds, it's not actually a huge problem for us. Still nothing in the voter boost turnout. There has been a little bit of a patch, but I don't know if it's going to affect my my save game. Still no fundraising either. That's a little bit strange. It's a little bit strange. Should we do a media stunt? 50% chance. Let's do it. You know what? It was always a risky option, but we gave it a shot. We gave it our all. There we go. Look, you see this? I'm a strong leader. Damn right. Damn right. We can do one more event, should we wish to do so, but I'm not that bothered about doing it, to be honest. What is this? Climate Change Protocol. Do not ratify. I'm not gonna ratify it. Environmentalists really like me, so I'm not gonna worry about pleasing them too much. This is a problem. This is a real problem. Why has unemployment gone up? GDP has gone down. That's very bad. Health has gone down. Very bad. Poverty has gone up. Very bad. And education has gone down. Very bad. Literally everything right now is terrible. Voting intentions jumped off a cliff. What the fuck? Was it because I'm not trustworthy? Is that what people just didn't like? I don't really know, to be honest. The reshuffle? I guess the ministerial scandal, is that what people didn't really like? I don't know, I'm sorry. And now I'm running a fucking huge deficit. What? How? How? I'm gonna tank it, I guess. I mean, we'll get 19 billion next turn, but that's a tough pill to swallow. What the fuck, man? Alright, GDP continuing to go in the right direction. I say continuing, it didn't really go in the right direction. Still a budget deficit of 16 billion to deal with. Where the fuck did this come from? This water shortage is starting then ending, apparently, so that's something. There you go. Criminalize child labor. Yeah, sure, let's do that. But fuck me. And I'm also, by the way, up to 60 political capital, which is pretty nice. Pretty darn nice, I must say so. Uncompetitive economy is still going to be difficult to kick, though. Well, you know what? At least we're getting rid of the red bubbles one by one, aren't we? One by one. Let's scale this down even further. It's going to make motorists really pissed off, but it does save us. It does save us somewhere in the region of 9 billion. So that's kind of nice. Water shortage. Yep, starting then ending. Still nothing in the fundraising area. I don't quite follow what the heck is happening here, but I guess that's maybe just me in this version. I don't quite know. Alright, well, we're not actually even going to be in the positive at the moment. We've still got way too much expenditure and nowhere near enough income. Efficiency with which the taxes are raised, 93%, and efficiency with which government money is spent. This is a problem as well. And this is because we reshuffled our cabinet. That's probably where we lost all of our money, because we're not collecting all of the things. Because our team is not very effective. Yeah, we got a bunch of useless people, which didn't used to matter until a recent patch, and then they added in the the team added in the efficiency with which taxes are raised, which basically means we're losing basically 10%. 10% of all of our income. That makes perfect sense why we're running a deficit right now. We're going to tank this deficit. We're just going to add to our national debt. You know, fuck it. A capitalist plot, suck a dick, okay? As far as I'm concerned, you can fuck right off. Capitalist plot. Education, back up. Egalitarian society, ended apparently. We've got a minor budget deficit right now. That's fine. I can rock out with a minor budget deficit. I cannot rock out with the fucking Battenberg group getting all up in my grill for nothing. For absolutely fuck all, right? For absolutely fuck all. I can completely understand, right? I'm really, really sympathetic to their cause. You don't like an uncompetitive economy. I get it, you know? I completely get it. But you know what sucks ass? Is the fact that you guys are going to try and kill me over it. That's what sucks ass. Alright, alcohol consumption. We want to lower alcohol consumption. I don't want to put poverty up, though. It's going to make us money. It is going to make us money. Let's raise it to, like, 9 billion, I guess. There we go. It is going to, well, maybe 10 billion, actually. Let's be optimistic about this. 10 billion. There we go. Boom. Unfortunately, poverty might spike a little bit, but fingers crossed, this should help us raise productivity. I'm really, really, really hoping that it does. That's the hope anyway. Unemployment still sucking ass. Industrial automation sort of helping a little bit, I guess. Technology is in a pretty good place right now, actually. We could probably do with boosting technology a little bit. I cannot remember for the life of me what actually boosts technology. Space program will boost technology. But I don't really have 19 million, or 19 billion even, to drop on a space program right now, so maybe not. An internet tax? No. Internet currency taxation? Automation tax? No. Is there not a tax break? No, not really. Not really. University grants? Great policy. Just a fucking great policy all around, right? Education, plus 21%. You know, like that's what I'm talking about. 13 billion, sure. Why the fuck not? People smuggling, allow them to stay. Why not? 13 billion to invest, maybe a little bit much. Maybe a little bit much. I'll be honest. Oil pipeline attacked, not an issue. Poverty up, not the way that I'd like, but not an issue. GDP down a little bit, not great. Small budget deficit that we're currently running. Honestly, I can get used to this. Efficiency with which government money is spent is still 93, still 96, and then we're still 93. As the team gets more and more experience, the team that are running the country get more and more experience, you know, this is going to become less of an issue. It's not super pressing, so I'm not going to really worry about it, but it would be nice if we had, like, 10% extra cash right now. That would be really swell. But unfortunately, in life, sometimes you can't always get what you want. That's just the way of the world, isn't it? Meanwhile, we just need to keep on making sure that we are making progress towards our eventual goal of getting rid of this uncompetitive economy. Alcohol consumption should be going through the floor pretty soon, and that should have a pretty big impact. I say a pretty big impact. This capitalist plot that's currently ongoing is not part of the plan. And you know what else is not part of the plan? Is going 12 billion into debt. That is definitely not part of the plan. Wow, holy shit. My electorate really did not like the fact that I got rid of my cabinet. They really fucking did not like that. Right, so everybody's fucking happy, apart from apparently 157 Battenbergers who are just fucking around being utter dickheads. But whatever. Let them be dickheads. Let dickheads be dickheads. Come on, productivity. You can do it. You gotta believe in yourself. Yeah, we need to kick this asthma epidemic, and we need to get alcohol consumption super, super far down. And then we might have a chance of getting this. Yeah, I think we're gonna need some more transport policies. Car emission limits. Yep, there we go. That's pretty much all the stuff that we need to do. Cost us basically nothing. I say basically nothing. It's basically nothing. Telecommuting, yep, sure, let's get this in. Anything to get car usage down, 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 down. Toll roads, capitalists actually really fucking like toll roads. And this is going to fuck around with equality a little bit, but it's going to make commuters and capitalists like us a heck of a lot more. And capitalists are sorely in need of liking us more. Carpooling campaign, let's do it. Just a straight up reduction to car usage, which is kind of nice. Car usage being one of the two things that affects the asthma epidemic, the other being the environment. And it tends to be that if you're mucking around with transport policies, a lot of this stuff does tie into the environment as well as a reduction in car usage, which is really, really nice. Cycling campaign, yeah, I guess we'll do that. Why not? Practically free. I mean, it's not free, but whatever. Bicycle subsidies, again, there we go. Lots of cheap policies that are pretty useless. I can't remember. This is the bad one. Cost of driving, but unpopular with car manufacturers, but a hit with environmentalists. I can never remember. Yeah, this is the one that increases car usage. I fucking hate this one. It always fools me into a false sense of security, and then it just backstabs me. I'm going to prevent that construction. Yeah, so MPG standards, fuck off. Health is going up, which is apparently nice. A little bit of a budget deficit, 14 million, not a problem. Cancel this policy because we don't want car usage to go up at all. Wasting a little bit of political capital to achieve our goals, but it's not a problem. Productivity seemingly going up, probably mostly due to the alcohol consumption going down. Yeah, it's not a huge problem. Not a huge problem. Let's bump this back up to 10 million. I mean, it naturally reduces. It naturally reduces the amount of income that we get because alcohol consumption is going down. Which is a weird one, actually. So the alcohol tax is, the higher you tax it, the less money you get in, I suppose. But something that the game doesn't do is it doesn't figure in, oh, if you reduce it, alcohol consumption will go up, and therefore you are going to collect more in tax revenue. Now, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please, but there is something called the bell point or something, and this is the point on a parabola where you collect the most tax or something. So you want to be aiming for you want to collect the highest amount of money, but you don't want to be overcharging people because then they will stop buying the stuff and paying tax on it, like, alcohol, for example, and you don't want to charge them too little because then, they might still be willing to pay a little bit more in tax. It's just one of those things that I probably explained pretty darn badly, but really meant in a kind and friendly way. Speed limits, raise speed limits. That was probably a mistake, but who really cares? 3 turns left, you know what that means? It means something. More capital required. How much? What? How much political capital do we bloody well need? Can't do any media stunts, I don't think. There we go, we're compassionate. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I wanted to do. Can I be compassionate more? More compassionate? I guess I can. I'm already maximum compassionate. Who would have thought? Highway collapses. Motorists and commuters do not like me. Not great. Campaign speeches are, however, available. Now, capitalists. Capitalists, capitalists, capitalists. 90% of what I do in this game is about appeasing you and making sure I don't piss you off. We're going to give this speech. We're going to not give any other speeches because I don't care about them. Speech reception. Apparently didn't go down too well. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have had the desired effect that it was supposed to. But there you go. Capitalists now like me more. Which is great, quite frankly, because I honestly find it very, very difficult to make capitalists happy with me. Speaking of another thing that capitalists are going to get annoyed about, if we don't seriously get our act together, then it looks like our credit rating is going to start to go in the wrong direction, which is not exactly what we want. However, what is going in the right direction is the uncompetitive economy. We're going to be getting rid of that pretty soon. And the atom epidemic. We're also going to be getting rid of that pretty soon. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Orbital Potato. This has been Democracy 3 Electioneering, playing, of course, as Brexit Britain. Until next time, folks, bye.